contestants, and congratulations on making it to the next step. Your time starts now.
I decided to go with a Dorsey pump.
I want to include a Swarovski crystal rhinestone buckle.
You said you hadn't have any blue yet, so I wanted to make the lining blue.
I stepped out and did the all black.
So Kina, black was the first choice? You know, I think they stepped it up on one level, but I was surprised that the work had a certain heaviness to it. I really thought we'd see more diversity. A lot of the shoes felt the same, and I was surprised by that.
I think for all the contestants, the most important thing is they factor in who the bride is and what she's wearing. There's such specificity to this particular competition, and I think if you forget for 1 second that this is about the bride, then you're on the wrong path.
I think that if you're willing to do something like this at this stage in your career while you're still in school, that there's nowhere to go but up. I'm really looking forward to see what they do from here on out.
Let's start with Matthew.
I really think the back is very interesting, using the leather more as fabric.
For this shoe, I brought like my own personal style in. It's clean, it's simple, but it's still sexy.
It's fresh, but it's also got kind of a classic feel, which is really nice.
I guess for me, what kind of set it apart was that it was calf skin, you know? Like, I've never really considered that in a bridal shoe.
Actually, neither have I, to be perfectly honest.
I was most impressed with Matthew's shoe. It looked like something you could go and pick off a shelf from a store.
It's a little bit heavy.
Yes, it is. Perhaps I would have liked to have seen the shoe more open in the front with a peep toe. That's such a large trend.
I think had it been open-toed, it would have been a lot more successful.
Kina, the all-black shoe.
I love the idea of this shoe. It's very modern.
I mean, she took the biggest chance, no question.
She did.
No question.
Kina had a very cool design. She just chose to make it in black. So she didn't really understand what the bride wanted.
I really like the wrapped detail. However, I think I would have maybe had a closure of some type.
I do not know how that shoe will stay on the foot. Had it been an ivory, completely, it might have been more successful for you.
In this industry, it's very important to commercialize yourself as an aspiring designer. You want that person to wear it to be like, I've never seen anything else like it, but like, you have to come back to reality.
Let's talk about Rachel. She's got some bling going.
Yep.
No one else did me.
There is a couture modernity to what that dress is. And I think in this case, the shoe kind of brings it all into a whole other arena.
A bridal shoe, you really have to make it personal, and you really have to have something that's going to be so beautiful, something that she's always going to look back on and remember.
Mia looks older than,
I agree.
than you, Elizabeth.
Right.
And very predictably bridal.
It's a beautiful wedding shoe, but I've seen it before. Rachel, I think out of all the designers, has the most commercial eye. Unfortunately, I was looking for something a little different, a little unexpected, which it wasn't.
Shannon.
Hers was the one I was most excited to see out of all the sketches.
I did like that she thought about the way the shoe would look, and she actually sketched that out. I thought that was thoughtful.
I just loved the touch of black lace. I think it's a little harsh with the white.
I love the idea of just a bit of lace, or just on the heel maybe, you know what I mean? The rest of the shoe clean. The sort of peekaboo, sort of very 40s front has really nothing with trying to achieve a more modern architectural statement on the side.
I'm very into asymmetrical, and it went well with the Vera Wang aesthetic.
I also am not really sure this will stay on.
I think for a bridal shoe, the bride has to be first and foremost comfortable.
Okay, so are we ready to make our decision?
I think so.
I think we are.
Welcome back. So we thought it would be important for our judges to give you a little feedback, and I'm going to start with Rachel.
What I really liked about your shoe was that it was so open and looks like a shoe I would really want to wear in a tropical climate.
I found the embellishment a little bit confusing for me given that dress because there's such an architecture to that dress. The decorative element took away from the shape and the lightness.
The shoe seems a little too old for Elizabeth, and that's my overall impression. Thank you. Kina.
I loved how edgy that shoe was. The wrapped heel is a very, very big trend.
I think the thing for me, however, was just the all black. You know, I would definitely wear it, but I might wear it to a salsa club here in New York. I'm not sure if I would wear it to my wedding.
I think it's too heavy in all black. It's just a little too thick at the end of the day for the dress. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Matthew?
I have to say I'm very impressed with how you pulled off the structural aspect with the leather in the back of the heel. I can't remember ever seeing anything like that. I think it's very smart.
An open toe on that, and not even a huge one, would have just made the shoe a tad sexier. And I think sex appeal is very important at a wedding.
You know, Matthew, I thought it was fresh. I thought it was modern. I don't think anyone kind of got the Puerto Rico warm weather wedding idea. And I worry that the calfskin would be sort of hot and heavy, so I agree if you had opened up the toe a little bit, you probably would have gotten around that. But a strong shoe.
Yeah.
Thank you. Shannon.
I think out of everybody's sketches, yours spoke to me the most. I really liked what you had envisioned with the black lace. However, I'm not sure it was realized exactly as you had been intending.
This is a shoe that has a lot of coverage for Puerto Rico, especially on the side. I think you really want a shoe that makes a woman's leg look elongated.
You know, Shannon, I think there's a good idea there, I do. I think lace has to be used very, very carefully. And the color combination, I just can't get past the fact that the white is so jarring, even as you're standing there against the dress. Thank you. All right, so I have 2 envelopes in front of me. The first one contains the name of the winner of the challenge.
I thought because I really went outside of the very traditional bridal world that they kind of appreciated that I took that step.
My chances today are pretty good. I put a lot of hard work and dedication into it, a lot of long sleepless nights, but hopefully they'll see that I took a lot of time to do a lot of hand sewing.
The person taking the best step today is surprise, Matthew. Congratulations, Matthew.
Thank you. I'm very excited about winning this challenge. I mean, like 3 in a row is pretty good, so I'm happy.
And now, for the person going home today.
I was really nervous because I thought I could possibly be kicked off because they didn't like the beading, which was such a huge part of my shoe.
I hope that I won't get eliminated. There might be a slight chance if Elizabeth the bride doesn't like it.
I had a feeling Matthew was going to win, but I was pretty confident that I wasn't going to get kicked off.
The person taking the last step is Shannon.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Even though I'm really young and there's amazing footwear designers, but I think I could bring a new little something, some kind of sugar.
Your aesthetic certainly seems to be funky.
It may be funky, but funky's not scary. It's just different. A lot of my designs are a lot of handwork because I feel like if you add just like a little touch of handwork, it just makes it different.
Why do you think you can win this?
I design shoes, I work in a shoe store, I have shoes as tattoos.
Shannon. Shannon clearly lives and breathes shoes. She's all about shoes.
Shannon is brilliant. So when I saw her shoe, I had no doubts that she would go far in the competition.
Number 5, Shannon. I'm feeling a little sad that I was eliminated because I really was proud of what I made. I don't know if they're looking for someone quite like me. So maybe it's not the fit. So I'm taking it like it's not meant to be. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to go far in life.
Challenge 4 begins right now. We've got an announcement from someone very special for you.
Welcome to Fergie's showroom. Are you ready to take the next step?
Hey FN Shoe Star contestants. I'm going to be working with you on the next challenge.
Fergie herself is coming here to judge you guys on this final challenge.
See you soon.
This episode was sponsored by Vera Wang Lavender, a brown shoe brand.